Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to another installment of Talk Freely. Yay! So, today we have a new marijuana, like always. This is like my 80 something show, so I gonna say, yeah, all 80 of the shows that I put numbers on, because I have a couple shows I don't put numbers on. But this 80th show and this 80th different weed. Wow, can you believe that, folks? So we've had 80 different weeds. I know some people smoke more than that in a month, but for us to do the show only once a week, 80 different weeds, and it's a lot more to go. So today, but before we get started, I'd like for you to please subscribe, give me a thumbs up and like and share, and tell folks about the show, man, so they can come on over. We need to get these numbers up. YouTube keep restricting my videos. I don't understand why. I talk about the same content every week. But anyway, and don't forget to come check out some of our merch, over at Teesprings at www.tokefreelytogear.store. That's www.tokefreelytogear.store. And come check out our merchandise, man. We're trying to push this stuff. You know, if you come over there and you check it out, I'm sure you will like it. My last episode kind of trying to talk shit about, what I'm selling and all that kind of stuff. But hey, some people have bought, some people haven't. But it's going to grow, and we're going to need your help to make it grow and to wear some of the garments. And, and I like for you to, go on the website, leave me some comments about it. Tell me if you like the stuff, if it's something that you would buy or not, I would appreciate it. So today, and don't forget to, I'm not going to say cut so time of country, Mr. Reese, and we say we'll do it until we start the shows back. We're supposed to keep starting the shows back, and we keep getting delayed, So until we start the shows back, I'm not going to say go over there and watch it, because through all my other videos, you can go over there and watch it, and to listen to it and stuff on podcasts, if you wish to. Okay, so today, the name of our marijuana is called Jet Fuel. Yay, some jet fuel. And it don't taste like that, thank God. So let me give you folks a visual of it. Alrighty. Check it out. Alright, that's a good picture right there. Okay, it's got a little bit of red in it, some blonde, of course green. Some red. Y'all see red already? So I'm basically seeing red, green, and I see our hair. That is disgusting. Okay, didn't come from me, it ain't great. Okay. Alright, so red, green, a little blonde. Smell. It's got a fantastic smell. Very sweet, very aromatic. It smells like I would say a bouquet of some very exotic flowers or something. Not really a fruity smell, but there is a hint. It's like a hint of well, I'll take that back. It is like a hint of some fruitiness to it, like an orange or something like that. Yeah, almost like an orange, but it's very sweet smelling, more flowery to me than fruity. But it is a bit of fruitiness into it too. And the texture, it's like 90%. It's not too. It's not. It's a little damp, more damp than what I would prefer, but it breaks down easily. It doesn't crumble into dust or get fluffy or powdery. So, and maybe the more it dry out, maybe it would be maybe a little better. Oh man, I forgot to roll the joint. Y'all get all ready for the show. Forgot to roll the joint, but I can roll one right now. And no, we don't have country crazy ass on the show. He got my last show restricted. I have to tell him. But you know what? We don't really talk about anything different, more different than we talk about on a normal basis. You know, but seem like everybody, and when you say your content is for 18 and over, you would assume they would know it's 18 and over. But they want to make people, you know, they restrict it so they can make people sign in. And I don't see why. You know, they ain't paying me for nothing. I ain't making no money off them. And if I was, they would restrict that shit. You know. But that's why I ask you folks, you know, to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. You see the same content there, you know. And I don't get as much of a hassle that I would get from YouTube, you know. But we also have to pay more attention to the guidelines because every time we turn around, we doing something against the guidelines, you know. And it seems like it really don't take much for you to do it because they want to restrict what you say and how you say it, and you know, just take your whole vernacular away and create a new one, really just to make them happy, you know. Because one thing, children under 18 shouldn't be watching my content anyway. And if that was the fact, there's probably a lot of content that children probably watch that they're not supposed to watch, you know. And I'm sure you're not catching them because they're not saying the keywords that your algorithms want to pick up, you know. But why don't you get some human beings out there to look at the content and quit having a computer do every damn thing for you lazy ass motherfuckers, you know. And I restrict that because I frankly don't care. It's not going to stop anything. Anyway, so folks, let me see if I'm getting anything. So we would like to join up. Okay. Now this, let me make sure this is copyright free music. Copyright free, popular. Okay. Copyright music there, YouTube. So what can I discuss without well, I don't have country here to be with his vulgarism, you know. You know what? Sometimes, like when you know, since people in relationships or something, you know, I've been married a long time. I can give people a little advice. I'm not saying my advice can give best advice, you know, but you learn a few things, you know, when you're married, especially like when you date or you getting to know somebody, you know. And I want to, you know, to the guys, and I know you guys hear this all the time, but if a woman don't respect you and don't respect your ways, you know, you got to get away from them because if they won't respect you in the beginning, they'll definitely disrespect you in the end. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and they'll use that to walk all over you. And you really, you know, everybody is out for a bag. You know, it don't matter. You know, I guess as you can say, even I am. But oh shit, commercials. But only thing I want to do is just advance my agenda. I'm not looking to be popular or you know, social media influencer and all that kind of stuff. I do this. I do what I do for one. There's a need. Okay, and all the aspects that I do, Soul Town with Country Mysteries and the way to do it, I do it because there's a need. Okay, just like you see people out here doing this relationship stuff. You know, more people that change their platforms. Excuse me. People have changed their platforms just to get into the relationship game because you know everybody's searching. You get them views, you can make that little money, you know, stuff off that. You know, but my problem always have been with that is that you know where's your sincerity in all of this? You know, it's easy for somebody to sit back and give advice and judge a person. You know, even if that person come off ratchet, you know, everybody would have an opinion, you know, because of what they present, you know. But the thing of it is, everybody only looks at the surface of what people. And what a lot of y'all fail to forget is that the surface don't matter. You see what I'm saying? The surface is for the general public to consume. That's the surface, you know. But to get to the meat, you know, and get to the nitty gritty, you know, you gotta cut into the meat. You got to get in there. And a lot of times you're not allowed, because people don't want their inner self. They don't want the real self exposed. They'll rather give you this whole beautiful package, you know, and present that package as the real deal, but it don't be the real deal. And when honest people do come around, you question them because you've been dealing with these people that have put these faces on, you know. Like I heard a lady say, put on their clown suit. That goes for men and women, you know. And that's what's presented. Your clown suit is presented. No matter what uh, configuration they come in, it's still your clown suit. So people can't deal with real people. They always say they can. But see, a person think a real person is somebody that just give it to you like it is and be all raunchy with it. No, they come in different ways than that too. A lot of people can get to that level, but they come softer, they come even harder. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you get these people that know, you know, that they playing a game and they bullshit. They know it. They know it from Jump Street, you know, and you have to be almost like a detective, to try to figure the shit out, or it gets you frustrated and you move on. But a lot of men, especially, you know, if they think they found somebody and they think somebody is, good enough to run behind, good enough to chase, which you should never chase any woman. But we all do it, but you should never do it. Okay? Because once you chase them, that's really it. But they think they got you. But if you're smart enough, you turn that shit around. You can let them know, hey, I'm chasing you because I got a purpose. If you're not gonna fulfill that purpose, I'm gonna quit chasing you. Or you make them start chasing you. You understand what I'm saying? But usually when they chase you, you just sort of lost interest. They have to build that interest back up. And for a lot of guys, they're just say, fuck it. You didn't want me when I came around the first time. Now here you coming around, saying, hey, well, I made a mistake or I want to get back with you or some shit like that. And a lot of guys do fall for it, but sometimes they don't fall for it no more because you think about dealing with that clown for all this time, dealing with, the made up, the clown, you know. And so you just think everybody's a clown. You see what I'm saying? You got Bozo Cookie, you got Aunt May, you got, you just got clowns. Nobody, because everybody's hiding behind, you know, clown face. And the people that are sincere, well, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, folks. There's really not that many honest people in the world. I don't care what walk of life they're from. I don't care if they religious or sanctified or whatever they are. You know, a lot of them still live a lie because they think that persona uh, that they, show, brings out a better part of them, or it brings out it helps other people. Put it that way. That glow helps other people, or that reaction helps other people. But in actuality, it don't help anybody. You know, it's a temporary feel good type of thing. And everybody likes to have that. But in essence, it don't help anybody because it doesn't help you grow as a person. It just makes you feel good. Even the advice. Most advice people get on these social media platforms. So people don't listen to them. Some of them is really good advice, and then some of them they don't know what they're talking about. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but a lot of them don't know what they're talking about. So we'll get to the weed. The weed is smooth, got a really nice taste to it. You can almost taste that little bouquet that's in there. It's not harsh, but it's strong. It's high in THC. It's got sort of, like I say, a hint of sweetness, a little bit of fruitiness to it, that fruitiness, flourness. You can actually taste that. It's not strong, but you can taste it. and, it's got, and it's got some kick to it. The name of it is called Jet Fuel. Oh, it's a run. So Jet Fuel. I don't know how that's a run with that name, but anyway, it's supposed to be a run. It doesn't really taste like some of the runs I've tasted before, but I can't say it's bad. It's not bad at all. You know, I smoked a joint before I did the show, just to see because if it was really, really bad. See, I don't like to really put really bad weed on there, but I will put it on there if I have nothing else and I have to do a show and I put it on there and I tell people to stay away from it. But to me, to tell people to stay away from weed, it sort of hurts other people, other growers and stuff like that. That's why I would just, I just would give it a low score and I say I wouldn't buy it again and that kind of stuff. But I really don't like to bring bad weed on here. I like to, and every weed I bring that I've been bringing on here, they all, excuse me, they all haven't been great, and if I got it, I rate it, see what I'm saying? And I have to say, for the most part, we've been getting some decent weed. We have had some bad ones come through here, some horrible ones come through here. And I always say this time of the year, September, October, those times of the year, you get the worst batch of weed. I don't know if it's something about the way the sun shine or the soil or something, but to me, you always get the worst batches. You probably, even if you're growing it on a farm, on a nursery, unless you're growing it just through the, what they call that way with organic, they just do it with water, hydroponics or something like that. If they're doing it that way, maybe not. But if they're getting groundwater, and I think that affects everything, it'd be the same to me. It would be the same to me. Unless they putting in pumping purified water, but this don't taste like it's been pumped purified water to me. You know, but it's a good weed. So back to what I was saying. So the way that these social media sites got everything set up, you know it's it's a losing prosperity. It's a losing proposal for the men because it gives the women the advantage to be disrespectful. Okay, and it makes the man have to work that much more for a lot of them that don't want to really do anything except get the attention. You see what I'm saying? And for some of the men, that's on there, you have to. To me, it's only two ways you have to be. Either you have to agree with what the hell the women be talking about, which they be talking about the side of their neck, or you're on the opposite end of the spectrum. And that makes some women attracted to you, but most women don't want to attract you. Because most women these days, I noticed that, they want to run their men. They want to have their cake and eat it too. It wasn't like it wasn't that when I was coming up either, because they were that way too, you know. But they just seem to be worse, than it is. And then the fact that they can make their own money, you know, gives them the audacity, to order you like French fries at a restaurant, Well, I don't want the short fries. I want the tall fries. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want regular old ketchup on my fries. I want barbecue sauce, goddamn it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want the chopstick no more. I want the filet mignon, nigga. You know, but you can have the chopstick because that's all half of them beef. They don't even be chopstick. Be like chopped ground beef, you know. And a lot of them think, the fact that they can have money and, because I be watching some of these shows. I mean, you can't help them; they're all over the place, so you get addicted to watching them too. And they always seem to want somebody with a passport, you know. Nigga, take your ass by yourself. If I want a passport, I get one to go. I don't need to be with you to get a passport, you know. If I would, that's what, and that just trips me out. He got to have a passport. Go by your motherfucking self. Nobody care. Shit. Who? What? Shit. You know. You want me to have a passport that bad? Help me get one. Because that's exactly what they would say. When you want me to do something so bad, you buy it. No, it just turn the shit around. Since they want to turn it around on men, they try to make you the weaker sex. That's the whole mindset, man. It's the brainwash. You guys into thinking you're actually the weaker sex. You ain't nothing but sperm, and that's it. That's all you are acquired to. And if they don't need that, they don't need you. Yeah, they got dildos. They got robots that'll screw you. They got the F boys out there. So a hard-working real man, you know, we ain't got a chance. Y'all ain't got a chance. And I can see why a lot of them are going overseas. But it's only a matter of time for that change too, folks. You might be lucky enough to get 20 years out of it, because some of those countries, through their tradition, you know. But as long as we have advancements in technology and stuff like that, it's going to change. So you guys going out there better hook up quick and hold on tight because being Americanized don't mean you have to actually be in America, or Westernized don't mean you actually have to be in the Western country. They have TV, satellite, and they see how some of these women act, and how some of them seem to achieve so much and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys, man, you fall into the trap. We all fall into it, but I figured out the hard way, you know, and I figured it out for people. You know, the people these days are so self-centered and they so into themselves. They don't really care, about having a monogamous relationship or really being with someone because they're gonna want you to have a certain amount of criteria, and that's what it's not. It's not about that. It was, it's never really been about that. But y'all have let society fool y'all into putting a value on each other of what somebody can do and what somebody can't do. And you always get some fat broad that say, well, if he can't do nothing, I ain't taking care of him. But you expect to be taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? It's a hypocrisy. I have to take care of you to be with you, but you don't have to help me. You don't have to take care of me. Because I am the man. You see, it's a bunch of bullshit. If y'all gonna be that way, it should be the same way for men. You see what I'm saying? If you make it like if a man make $100,000 a year, he be the chick working at McDonald's and shit, and up her lifestyle, women should do the same thing. Who the fuck is you? You know different. If you in it to be in a relationship to have something together, yeah. What's the problem with that? I ain't talking about just meet some nigga and lavish him with gifts and money. And that's the same with guys. Be some chick they want they want you to take them out, to a fine dinner for what? You know, the fuck I'm taking you out to a fine dinner for? You ain't even special yet. You ain't even that special. Shit. But they demand all these things. Like I saw one video and they said, I gotta put a guy some cup of coffee. Just I don't have anything against anybody's size, but sometimes these big women they be tripping. They be so deluded in the head and shit. But they think because they make 6 figures and shit. But she claimed she wasn't an unattractive woman, but obese basically. I say that my daughter gets upset with me. But like she think I hate fat people. I don't hate nobody. But anyway, uh, she made a video about how a guy asked her out for coffee, and she talked about how much it costs her to put her face on and all this kind of shit. If you wasn't ugly, you would have to do that shit. You'll see good looking people do that shit. Woo! Okay, I'm sure. I'm tripping. This is a good weed, y'all. Woo. Country, you crazy. Okay, blame country on that one. So. But there be a lot of them. They just be so homely looking and plain Jane looking. But they rely on the makeup so much that it makes them a different person. You see what I'm saying? It actually makes them a different person. You know, you rejoice. When you put before you put the makeup on, you come out and make a badass bitch. You know, and y'all expect guys to sleep with y'all like that, right? Poor man, poor man. I think that just makes masturbation go up another 10%. 10% of more men are masturbating. They're like, surveys show that 10% of more men, and it was already like 40%. 50% of men, all men now masturbate. Because they don't know if they screwing a woman or a robot or whatever the hell they don't know. A mass deception, But anyway, get back to woo, get back to my point. So, and these sites have made it so hard on a brother, man. You can't express your real self, and if you do, man, you shunned for it and shit, and people want to put you down and call you a wimp and a simp and shit. But I'm gonna tell all you hard guys something. Poetry is still the best thing to get to a woman's heart. I don't care how hard she is. I don't care if she's a thug broad. Excuse me. Poetry will get you in them draws. Take it from a professional. Woo! Woo! I'm serious. I'm serious. Poetry. And people are like, oh, that's poetry. But see, when you writing rap, you writing poetry. So come off that bullshit. You know, you're writing a song, you're writing poetry. You know, so get the hell out of here. You know, but poetry, you know, no matter how you express it, you can rap it, you can, dictate it, however you want to, do it. Poetry is still will melt even the hardest woman, you know. But you got to know how to do it. You know, it's a little act to it. You know, but all the wannabe hard at niggas that walk around with their pants hanging down behind their cheeks, you know. Oh man, don't do that shit. Fuck that bitch, you know. Yeah, that's why you have a 50%. Over there sitting around masturbating and pretending that you're not, you know. You don't do that shit. You're all in the room alone. Gloria, Gloria, you know. So they should you stop tripping. And the women, y'all gotta come off of those pedestals. You know, y'all always claim that y'all don't want to get a know nothing nigga, but a lot of y'all with jobs are know nothing bitches. You can have a job, you can have a career, but you're still a know nothing bitch. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you use what you have against a person that was willing to try to help you or be with you. And they may not have what you have, but you will put that against them because you doing better. You know, just that's a know nothing bitch to me. Material things don't make a person. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about the person. Now, if you get a person that don't want to do nothing, you don't see nothing happening in him or something like that, that's totally different from a person that's down on his luck and trying to struggle his way back and maybe a helping hand. That's two different things, but y'all look at it as the same, you know. And I would say, any respectable man, any woman that treats him that way, never talk to her again. You know, never talk to her again. Because in the beginning, like I said, if they'll do it then now, they'll do it in the future. No matter how many you may feel about them or how many chances you think you give them. See, because women always think they're superior. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as they think they're superior, especially if they think they got finances and PhDs and they own a home, they look at all those material things as something of worth. And if you have no worth, if you're not able to attain those things or have those things. And so they'll be willing to walk away from you easily because you can't provide the things they already own. But they want you to be able to provide the things that they already own. I mean, to maintain the things they already own, then provide even more. While they provide little to less. You know, it's a shitty deal. You know, so I understand why men are going overseas and that kind of shit. You know, because if women keep that up, the lesbians gonna have a great time. They gonna be enjoying this shit like it. They gonna be like, this is great. You know, because that's all who's gonna be getting some action is them, you know, because the men ain't gonna want to be bothered. The women want to make you jump through hoops, you know. They use their vagina, you know, they use their pussy, as a weapon. I was trying to say something nicer, but they use it as a weapon, you know, and it's not fair. So I'm gonna get off of that. Yeah, I ran out, I got enough time on here, I guess. But anyway, the weed. Maybe we'll talk again about this subject. But I see so much of it, you know, you know, and it just shows you the sad state, you know, not of just our people, of relationships, period. Because, the women in this country, they always want to say, that they did it all on their own, and they have to be this, the mama, the daddy, the sister, the brother. They got to be everything. But I always say, you chose to do that. You chose to do that because whatever came your way after the initial uh, hurt, you brought that baggage into that, and you made that person pay. You didn't toss that baggage out and wanted to start a new whole new suitcase, You know, a whole new set of luggage. You know, you held on to it and you carried it with the new luggage. And every time that person did something that you thought was going to hurt you or you thought you couldn't control, you used that against him. And that's why a lot of you women, you know, y'all sit around and y'all been, you know, out of relationships for 10, 15, 20 years, you know, occasionally find a guy that you know, enjoys screwing you and then he fades away, you know, and you seem to can't understand, you know, what is it, you know, that you're doing. You're a nice person, you got this, I got that, I got this, I can take care of this, you know, but it's up here. That's where you fucked up at. It's up here. Because physically, you know, you just like anybody else, you know, but through your experiences, your trauma, your arrogance, you know, and your self-centeredness, you know what I'm saying, and being superficial, you understand, it just drove the men away because you wanted to put demands on somebody who probably didn't even put demands on you. Okay, they just wanted to be with you. That's all, you know. And half those men, if you would have gave them a chance, probably would have been the man of your dreams. But y'all head so full of bullshit. And like with some people on these, you know, Instagram channels, they get so much attention, they actually start believing that this shit is real. You know, you start believing that, you know, these people really want you. They really want you because you're so this and you're so that. And all the time, you know, you like a steak on the plate, you know, nice, bloody and juicy, just ready for the next person to take a bite. And after they take a bite, get a good taste of it, they're gone to the next steak, you know. But a lot of y'all don't realize that. Then you get caught up in the sex, you know, other shit, you know. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Anyway, so the smell. I thought the smell was excellent. Great smell, fruity, kind of flowerish, you know, a little of both, but a great smell. Kind of got even got a sweet smell going on there, you know, and it's something a little exotic too. So for me, I would give the smell a 10. Okay. For the taste. Okay. All right. I'm trying to do several things at once, folks. So the taste, excellent, smooth. Got a high. It's high. The THC level is high, but it's not overwhelming. Nice, smooth taste. You can taste some of that fruitiness in there, the sweetness in there, and it makes a great combination. I enjoy the taste a lot. I'm going to give it a 10 as well. Flavor. Well, see, usually if you're going to have smell and taste 10, quite naturally the flavor is going to follow too. So I'm not even going to go through anything about that. The flavor just gets a 10. You know, it gets a 10 off the bat. Okay, texture. Texture is about 98%. It's just a tad bit moist, you know, for me, because I'm judging. I'm judging what country say. But for me, I'll give it a 9. Buzz a high, it's a high, not a buzz. And it goes straight to your head, and it's a high. You know, it'll be a high on the buzz level. So we're gonna get a high. I'm gonna give it a 9 because I was blown for a minute there. Point of Peak is early in the joint, about 4 or 5 tokes down. So I'm gonna give it a 9. I'll give it a 9 as well. Okay, accessibility. There's a lot of it out there. You know where to go. You know, people that know me know where to go. There's a lot of it out there. It's a 10. Overall quality. Despite the little gumminess, little dampness in the weed, it's really nothing I can complain about because it breaks down excellent, you know. And it's not going to be crumbly or fluffy or powdery. So I'm going to give an overall quality a 10. All right, potency. It's got good potency. It's not the best I've ever had, you know, but it's good. You know, it's palatable. Put it that way. It's not really high, but it's not low, so middleweight. But it's got a good potency. It's hard to explain potency. But on the level, I would get a potency of 8. Coughability, there will be some coughability. I don't smoke big joints, but I think if you were to smoke big blunts of this, there'd be a lot of coughability. So I'm gonna respectfully give a coughability of 6. So give me a minute, folks, and let me add this up. All right. So we're gonna have to talk sometime a little bit more about those subjects. But I don't really like I said, people was changing their platforms and stuff just to talk about this stuff because it's so popular. I am not into that because I don't like copying anybody, And I think you can only say so much. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I mean, how many times do you have to listen to the same thing over and over again before it sticks in your head? If you want to be, if you want to, deny it, or, and live in denial, then that's up on you. But I just think it's worn out. It's three nines. It's overplayed, and nobody is for real. Nobody. Not even the ones that pretend to be for real. And six. We gotta wait a minute. How did? All right, now how did that happen? All right, hold on, folks. I messed up. So 10, 10, 10, 9. 10, 10, 10, 9. 9 again. Plus. 9 again. Plus. So 3 9s. Right. 3 10. 10. 10 again. Wait for me, glide down. Okay, quality 10. Potency 8. And 6. Excuse me? Wait a minute. I think I got 101. We can't, ain't no way you can have 101. 10, 10, 10. 3 nines. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 plus 10. Oh, I put an extra 10. My fault. I knew it had to be something. 91, folks. That took a long time. Yeah, that's a pretty good score. That's a, what is that? 95. So it's a great. Okay. And we got a 91. So today, month of September 2022, our jet fuel Runts gets a 91. And that's a very, very good. That's a great or excellent. No, the 95 goes to excellent. So it's a great, I recommend it. Go out and get you some. It's called Jet Fuel. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You see, it had me tripping, you know. And I hope you enjoy it. You will enjoy it. I almost guarantee. If you're, excuse me, if you're a avid weed smoker like me, believe me, you will enjoy it. So, folks, until next time we meet again, God bless and toll free. Bye bye.